Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. F-Dash here with F-Dash TV. And the tournament is upon us. The first ever Card Monsters tournament is here. And here are the lucky 64 competitors chosen to battle it out to see who is truly the best Card Monsters player. So some names to look out for. In Group C we have Zerx. It's very interesting that he joined. In Group G, we've got Godly Tay, Armando in Group H, Nyack over here in Group K, your boy F-Dash is in Group O, alongside Matitude, MSP, and McLaren. Those three matches I will show you today didn't go as well as I would have hoped. I will say that. Did not go as well as I hoped. Let's take a look at my first match here versus Savage. So I decided to try this match with my purple deck, but I did take out my blue dragon because I don't like the blue dragon. I put my Sky Drake back in. So let's see how I fare. So he's gonna go first. He's gonna sack a couple things. So he sacked one of his 2 molten crossbows. That's definitely going to come back in a little bit and bite me in the butt. So he throws out Wolf Spider. Are you guys still seeing Wolf Spiders out there? Wolf Spider alongside Banner Parrot and a Polar Lizard. Nothing that a sweet little Jerpip could do but die. Now here's the thing. The Wolf Spider may have been quote-unquote nerfed, right? But if you upgrade him, he's at 3-4. So alongside a Banner Parrot, he does 5. That's amazing. I need to either... Well, if I upgrade my Boo, right, he can do 5 alongside Banner Parrot as well. So I go with Sky Drake, Banner Parrot. I'm trying to decide where to throw my Jerpip. Go ahead and do it over there. Add some armor over here. But then I decide, you know what? I want to fear them. The initial idea was to fear the Banner Parrot because he was, I guess, really the bigger threat. Didn't work out that way, but did get a couple extra damages there. So now McLaren has to decide, okay, what do I do here? Because other than Banner Parrot, everyone is kind of in a precarious position there. So let's see what he decides. So he decides to sack his Polar Lizard. Interesting idea, but you know what? It's not a problem because he has another one. So another Polar Lizard has entered the battle. And this is just really, really bad for me. Because of how he positioned them and how I feared him, he was able to take out my Boo in one shot. So at this point, I'm going to bring in my own Banner Parrot. And this is actually a pretty good sequence of events that happens here. Actually, no, not this match, sorry. So I take out both of these. That's my other match. Take out both of these people here. Just left with his Polar Lizard against my Sky Drake. And I'm hoping, obviously, that my Flight procs. But as Luce always says, this game hates me. So that's not exactly what happened. So he has another Wolf Spider. So Savage is still rolling with 2 Wolf Spider. Brings out a Quetzal as well. And there's the other Molten Crossbow. It's not going to go well for me. So he's out. He's out as well. Entangled just for the fun of it. Is it going to proc? Absolutely not. So that's not looking good at all. So here's an idea, right? I should have thrown out my Big Bone and just, feared them. Maybe not right now, because that wasn't a terrible idea, right? So 3 damage there, 3 damage there. So that's, looking okay. But definitely in my next turn, I think the better idea, especially now, look at all that armor. And the fact that he so he switches that, which is still fine. So 3, and see my flight finally proc. I should have brought him out right now, mainly because it's gonna be a pain in the butt to fight the Quetzal without flight. But I'm banking on Skydrake surviving just a little bit longer, and that realistically was my downfall. So I got flight to proc a few times, but I also had a dodge there, not a dodge, but a block for range attack. But I really think my fault here was in my last turn I did not put him in there. Because see, Fear now, it's not going to be as helpful because he has two monsters on the board that can take Fear, you know? So at this point, it's too late to do it, so I don't even try it. But I have to decide, okay, I do have a dagger, right? I can try to take out the Polar Lizard at the very least. Or, you know, do I give it to somebody else? The problem is I can't kill anybody else with the dagger. It's really a predicament you don't want to be in. So I go ahead and use it on the Polar Lizard. And I take the Polar Lizard out. Sack this because I can't use it anyway. So Polar Lizard's out, so now it's just Quetzal and Void Element. Now I now got 1 HP, right? I was really hoping the flight would proc one more time. Like I said, I'm gonna fear him, but it's not gonna do a big difference. He's gonna die, but Quetzal can fly, right? And that's gonna save his butt every time. It doesn't matter who you're versing, the flight's always gonna proc. And so that's pretty much the end of the match here. We'll go ahead and finish it out, but I did not win this, and you'll see why. Really can't blame it on flight. I definitely misplayed this. I should have feared him much earlier than when I did. It would have made a better difference. So that's my first loss of the day. It was a little sad, but I was like, you know what? I still got 2 more matches, right? So I'm still okay. So let's go ahead and see how did I do against Matitude. So here is Matitude versus myself. Second match of the day, second match of the tournament for me. I'm not going first. And you see, I kept the same deck. I'm going with the purple. Decided not to go with my normal Snail Mail Rock Monster deck. He throws out a Quetzal to begin. I'm going to go ahead and throw out a Dripip to begin, as is customary. Pretty much hope and pray that it hits, but of course, good old flight. It's not going to allow such silly things to happen. Alright, so he's got Quetzal and another flight monster there in the Griffin. They're going to take out Dripip. Sad, but expected. Alright, so now what do we do here? So I throw out a Dripip. I've got a Void Element there. That's good. But unfortunately, this is what I'm left with. And this is actually really not a great idea. So I throw him out first. And then hoping that something better would be behind him, but there wasn't. So at this point I have to decide, am I going to am I going to sacrifice a Boo, sacrifice a Banner Parrot, or am I just going to put in my Void Element? And by sacrifice I mean, you know, put something in the middle there that can't do anything. So I'll go ahead and go with Void Element. I missed there on the side because flight, but I actually did hit the Griffin, which is interesting. So he's got his own Banner Parrot out there. They're going to do some damage. 4 here, 5 there, 4 there. Alright, so the dagger is definitely going to go towards... Alright, so that's no dagger. So knocked him out there. Okay, yes, knocked him out here. This was the good sequence I was talking about. -2 as well. So that was actually well played. And kind of goes to hell from there, to be honest. Nothing else good happens for me the entire match. Snail Mail's out there. So see, I'm not sure how it would have worked. Snail Mail, I don't like doing Snail Mail against Snail Mails. It's not my bag, really. So he throws a shield on him, best idea he's got. So I throw on my Commander Banner, so I can knock this out in 1 turn. Take some damage back, but at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I'll have you know, I have not upgraded my void elements. So that may have also helped me, not just in this match, but in the next match you'll see as well. Had I upgraded my void elements, I would have been in a much better position to do something, as opposed to where I am now. So now he's deciding, okay, he's got 2 more monsters left. Do you throw them out there, or do you just go, oh god, Frosty. So what's that, the 3rd, 4th flying monsters that he's got? It's, pouring myself a drink there. It's not great for me. So it takes out my banner parrot. So I'm like, you know what, okay. Now, at this point, I could have thrown in my my big boned as well, but I chose not to. Instead, I did this sphere, which was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Because not only can I not hit the middle, I mean, I still probably wouldn't have hit it, but Void Element's dead because he's a one-shot, and I cannot attack Snail Mail. And I never will be able to because I've already used my Commander Banner. So, super sad there. So he's gone. At this point, I should bring in Skydrake, but I do not. I go with the Shriek in there. 2 damage there. I actually hit him there, so that's not wholly terrible, but still pretty terrible. So his last monster's on the board now. It's a Crazy Croc Mafia. 1 damage there, so at least you know, that turn worked out. Brought this in, so still not a good fear. I really shouldn't have feared the first time. That was definitely a mistake on my part. I just can't do good amounts of damage, and since I use my void element, I'm running low on crystals, which does not allow me to armor up. So at this point, again, what do? Do I risk trying to shoot Frosty with my boo and have it not work, or do I use it on somebody else? Maybe Snail Mail? Nope, I go on Frosty. Let's see if I can hit him here. Yes, got him. 3 damage anywhere? Of course not. It's not gonna proc. All right. So he still has a bunch of different items, and this one hurt a lot, so that's gonna knock him out completely. So all I'm left here with is my Skydrake, -1 damage there as well. Skydrake's coming in, 2 damage over there. All right, so at the very least, I've got Frosty down to 2. It's not gonna make a whole lot of difference because I'm not getting past that Snail Mail. So I'm like, rock armor, whatever. I'm not terribly scared of that because I've got a Boucan. Boucan's whole purpose is to knock armor off in 1 hit. Let's get it. Okay, so remember that happened. So that's 1 flight, and he's got 2 health. So he throws this at me, doesn't do anything, but it's okay. 4 damage there. So he's healing now. Let's get him again. Nope, you're gonna block it now. I'm gonna take some damage. So he's out, and it's all over. So he got a timely block there. He got a timely flight, and there is nothing I could do to save myself. So here I think the errant, actually either way, fearing the amount of times that I did in this match did me in. But either way, I don't think I would have gotten past Snail Mail. So that was Matitude. Now the final match of the night, and to be honest, I thought I could take Angelic only because of the way his deck is set up. My deck kind of counters that in terms of Snail Mail. Again, did not go the way I thought it would go. Went much worse. So this is me and Angelic MSP. So you can see it. just from the beginning items there, this is not going to go well for me in terms of items. And that's really what did me in. This match is super short because I got wrecked. Just absolutely wrecked here. So he's going to sack and extra sack, as is customary for him. So I'm going to throw in my Jerk Pip. And at this point, I'm like, should I just you know, skip my turn too? Because my Jerk Pip's going to die, you know. Sacked the Whizworm there. So what's he going to be able to throw out? Most likely it's going to be at least one. There it is. One of the two Berserkers that he rolls with, and a Succubus. That hurts. You know, that's 9 damage. Not much you can do about that, right? Alright, so, alright, let's go. So, I'm going to throw out another Jerk Pip alongside this guy, Banner Parrot. And here's where I made the mistake. I should have thrown out the Rock Monster, but instead I went with Snail Mail. And here's the problem. Had I had a Rock Monster, I would have been able to take out Berserker. And taking out Berserker was definitely the best idea I could have done. As it stands now, I kind of screwed myself. Truth be told, I pretty much screwed myself. Because I couldn't take him out. He's going to do 8 damage, which is more than enough to take out Snail Mail. And then the rest of my deck is just going to fall apart shortly thereafter. It's an inevitability at this point. Where he throws out a Griffin. 8 damage there. He takes 3 in retaliation, so at least he's gone. But he does have 2, remember. He's going to do 3 damage here, 4 here. You know, I could sometimes wish that he had flight. Banner Parrot had flight. He's a parrot after all. So, hopefully I can hit him 2 times. Yes, will it work? Will it proc flight here? Of course it will. But as you can see, my items, I had every single flash card to begin. None of my items showed up. And so I couldn't, you know, oh god. So here's the other Berserker. Here's the other dungeon, or not the other, but here's the Dungeon Master. Things are not looking good here. So at this point, I decide to just automatically kill the Dungeon Master, which may or may not have been a great idea. I sacked my last Whizworm. For some reason, I put this guy in. I mean, I know why I put him in, but I thought he was going to do 3 damage. Absolutely did not do 3 damage. Because he would have killed him if he did. And it's done. We're done here. There's too much damage on the board. And he's going to go ahead and wipe me completely off of it. 7 there. I took 6. 5 is enough for you. And 4 is enough for you. Look, one of my items finally showed up. And that's it. That was the whole match. And that's my entire tournament run. So your boy effdash finishes the tournament 0-3. 0 points. No wins. 3 losses. And I'm completely out. So I'm probably the first loser. I don't know. But did not go well at all. Very sad. Don't think I've ever played as badly as I did today. What do? You know, you live and learn. I'm looking forward to the next tournament. Hopefully I'll do better then, you know. And hopefully everybody else, good luck. Everyone else in your tournament. Congratulations to MSP, to Savage McLaren, and to Matitude for your wins over me today. And good luck in the rest of the tournament. I will see the rest of you in the arena, and I'll see you next time on effdash TV.